Hello everyone, this is Ryan Conley, residual Bitcoin miner, and today I'm talking about health, right? So I'm using my low blue light right now. It's dark over here in Washington, so you guys, I wanted to take this time to do a video on what I am working on currently in the stem cell industry, so you guys have a clear understanding. You've heard me say it one time, why I'm doing what I'm doing in the stem cell industry. And this is something that I'm very passionate about. And sorry the light quality here, guys, is not that good. It's going to be a lot nicer in my new Bravern condo. I'm just celebrating one of my last few days over here at my old condo. Got a new Bitcoin mug here. So I'll say good morning to you all. All right, but I want to explain to you guys here what I'm doing, and perhaps it's going to be something that you're going to want to be part of. Okay, let me get this crazy lighting out of the way here. So, okay, so this is going to involve a story about my what I've dealt with for the past 15 plus years of my life, and you know, I know. So let's start there. I think this is a good starting point. All right, when I was back in college, guys, I went through a really depressing time in my life, and I basically, it was just a hard time for me because I was pressured by my family to go to school, be an entrepreneur. I didn't want to be in school, and let's just say this, that going through college, I went through the massive depression because I wasn't doing my calling at that time, and I think this happens to a lot of people out there. I think a lot of people get beaten down and stuff, and anyways, it caused a massive depression for me. You guys, by the way, no war today, okay? So, for many years, I'd say 10 plus years, I suffered from depression, learning disabilities and stuff like that. Even though I graduated from University of Washington, I got really into brain health. I got really into studying, you know, the different nootropics out there, the different super supplements, all this stuff. I mean, even this has, you know, this is bulletproof coffee right here. I've got brain octane in here. I'm all organic. My coffee has the best super mushrooms in it and stuff like that. I pay attention to my health a lot. I shoot human growth hormone. I also do testosterone pellet therapy, which I'll discuss more as well. I'm very big into anti-aging stuff. So this has led me to stem cells. And I'm very passionate about this, guys. This is going to be on my YouTube channel, so I just want to share the full story with you. Okay, so I have had success, guys, and I've lost everything. I've had success over and over. And I tell you what, it doesn't matter how much success you've had. If you're not happy in life, it doesn't matter. You can have all the money in the world, and you would not even know what to do with it whatsoever. Okay, and I've been at those low points in my life, and I tell you, and I just appreciate those people that have actually shared that stuff, their challenges in life as well. I think a lot of us are going through a massive transition right now. So. Anyways, I got really interested in stem cell science because I was working with a clinic called the Amen Clinic, Dr. Amen Clinic, okay? Dr. Amen Clinic, these guys have done more brain scans than anyone in the entire world, okay? And this is the first time, just a heads up, guys, that I've ever said this stuff online, so this is kind of like a therapy session to me. I'm just letting you guys know what's going on in my life, and maybe and my hope is that you have known someone else that has gone through something similar as we talk about dementias and Alzheimer's and stuff like that, okay? And so anyways, you guys, I was diagnosed with something called frontal temporal lobe dementia, okay? FTD for short. If you really look into this, what you'll find, it's like the fastest form of dementia. It happens in the front of the brain, in the frontal temporal lobes, and all the frontal lobes, and also the temporal lobes on the side right here. So, you know, we've all had our traumatizing times in life, you know, that are probably not good for brain health, whether we're playing soccer, hitting a ball on our head, they say, or, you know, like me going scuba diving and almost blacking out at 100 feet on a sheer cliff, 1,400-foot walls, you know, all the crazy times, you know, being in car accidents and shaking your brain up a little bit, you know, maybe the fights over the chicks growing up and stuff like that, not beating girls up, you know, get beat up by girls, but you know, getting in fights with guys that, you know, with, you know, just stupid stuff, you know, and so you know, I've been on a quest to rid myself of this depression. So what I did was after seeing the brain scans from the Amen Clinic, I did it 8 years ago, and so I saw this condition starting to happen, and I was hoping to get better with all this stuff I was doing to get better. But a year and a half ago, I got scanned again, and it was not good at all. It was not good at all. The doctors looked at me and they said, Ryan, they're like, this is not good. This is not good at all, and we're prescribed. I mean, it was bad, you know. And they said, I've got all the documentation to prove all this stuff. They want to put me on like 70 milligrams of Adderall a day and all this horrible stuff, right? And antidepressant, anti-seizure medicine, and all that stuff. I'm like, my God, right? Just where we've come as society just to pop a pill. And I'm going somewhere with this, guy, so just bear with me, because it's very important for you to know my path and my intention and what I intend to prove to the world, okay? And so, anyways, yeah, so I've been dealing with this thing for a while. It is actually the reason why me and my wife probably broke up the first time around, even though we're really good friends and stuff like this. And it's made me very addicted to my work also and getting things done. So that's been a blessing. It's amazing how life is. I always look for the positive in things. So, so it was a few months ago. I decided to go get my first stem cell deal. Okay, I went and got stem cell shot, and I chose Dominican Republic after I had watched this one guy who did talk at it was an autism clinic, and I liked his speech and stuff like that. I liked his humor, and I decided to go down to meet a doctor down in Dominican Republic. And the reason why I did was because they were doing. I could get 3 kinds of stem cells done right there. Okay, I was going to have fat removed from my fat. I was also going to have fat removed, bone marrow out of my, it was kind of cool. They'd take a syringe and shoot it into your, that's what they did to me. They shot it straight to my bones right there and pulled out my bone marrow. Injected those stem cells, and I also I had the ability to get some stem cells. They were umbilical cord stem cells. I don't, from what I understand, you're supposed to stay away from stem cells that are from fetus, okay, but umbilical cord are okay. So anyways, give you guys a lot of information because this is stuff I learned. So I went down there, I shot this stem cells, and I got to add that I was high on ketamine. That was the tranquilizer they put me on. So I was basically tripping out, as I was getting stem cells. It was wild. But no, true story, okay, and I have this video. What they did was they injected 200 million stem cells into my brain, okay? Now, no one has this video footage on all of YouTube, so I've really kind of built this story where I've gone. I'm being very transparent in the stuff that I'm working with here, okay, guys? I've got the brain scans. I have the proof that I went down and shot 200 million stem cells straight into my brain. They put a wire with me wide awake. They put a wire straight through my wrist. My arm was all stretched out on the table right there. You go my YouTube video, watch it, and I was watching on the screen, and they stuck a wire all the way through my aorta vein or whatever it is right here, straight across my stem, and I watched them squirt and felt, okay, I could feel it and see it in the video of the stem cells being injected into my brain, onto my brain, through the cerebral fluid and stuff like that. And so, I mean, you know what? I got to give myself an pat on the back for being an adventurer and just like really following this. Like really, when they said temporal lobe dementia, what you'll find out is there's no cure for this whatsoever. You've got a lifespan basically of not that long, like 5 years, 8 years or something like that. And your body basically shuts down. And I've experienced these symptoms. And it is scary. There is nothing more than what I want to do is I want to cure Alzheimer's and dementia. I want you guys to know my passion. And so what I want to do is, I am convinced, I did that round. I'm going to tell you about my other experiences involving stem cells. After I did that, I went and came back to the United States. I wanted to go ahead and just do more with stem cells. I wanted a local doctor, so I started working with this place in downtown Seattle. Okay, they had a deal. It was $15,000 for three more treatments. Basically, what they were going to do is they would take out the stem cells. They were going to go ahead and spin the stem cells and take out X amount of stem cells out of the fat. And they did the liposuction while I was wide awake, by the way. It was actually the best massage I've ever had. And so I'm kind of getting used to needles. And this needle was this long, so they're cramming this thing in your back, taking your stem cells out of your back. I've gone through all this, guys. Okay? So, anyways, so they went ahead and I took some stem cells there, put it on an IV drip, and then the goal was basically to ship those stem cells out to Florida, where I have my stem cells in a cryogenics lab, and I want to be an advocate for that for all my friends that are watching this video, so you guys will eventually do this. As we start making a lot more money in the Bitcoin community, you will have the money to go ahead and give yourself the health of your own life, which is stem cells. Okay, I want to tell you what I've noticed here, but let me get through like what's gone on the last 2 months. Okay, so now I've already had 200 million stem cells injected in my brain. I'm dripping stem cells. I've got my stem cells banked, okay, and anyways, I really like these doctors. At the same time, I slide the doctor $700 in Bitcoin for her first time in Bitcoin, and yes, now my stem cell doctors actually are my big Bitcoin businesses, okay, and I promote their stem cell businesses on FutureNet, which is really cool. So I've created this relationship with them and stuff like that, so I'll get more where this is going. But, okay, so I had those stem cells done. And for 15,000 bucks, my goal is to come back every 3 months, basically. So in a year, I'm going to use this as like my regimen per year. I'm going to have my stem cells basically injected myself. What I've decided right now at this point is probably every 3 to 4 months. I'm having my own stem cells injected. It costs me about $20,000, something like that. Okay. So anyways, that is part of my regimen as I'm like looking at this and how do I want to plan my life with stem cells and come up with suggestions for other people to do. So what I've noticed, okay, is my body is changed completely. Bringing this up to where we're at right now, okay, there's actually a stem cell surgery. I'll talk about some other things I'm going to be doing real quick. Is I'm actually having my face done here. I'm 41. Okay, it's early in the morning, there's no sun, so I don't think my face looks the best this morning as it is. But I am having my face stem celled late. You can have this done. No more Botox, women out there. No more Botox. Get with me, and I'll show you how you could do your whole entire face. I'm going to be completely stem celled out in about next week or two. It's like $3,500. So something for us to talk about. Also, I will add as the full final things here, and I'll drop a hint for another story later on, but I will say that with the stem cell sciences as well, that you can do, there is some sexual things that you can do with stem cells as well. Women, you should be aware of something called the O-Shot out there. The O-Shot, O-S-H-O-T, you'll see it's about $1,500, and they're actually injecting, let's get physical here for a second here. They're actually injecting stem cells into women's clitorises. It will change your sex life forever, women. So look into the O-Shot. Now, I want to, all these services that I mentioned will be at the new stem cell lab that we're getting to. So I want to now tell you guys about how I feel after doing these stem cells, where it's been about 3-4 months now, okay? Now, keep in mind that when you do stem cells, they're saying that there's like 4 to 6, it's about 6 months is when you really start feeling this, 4 to 6 months. And I'll tell you, 2 weeks ago, it's been now, all of a sudden, I remained patient the whole entire time. It was, you know, okay, got these stem cells. I spent all this money. I'm like in this $40,000 injecting stem cells in my body. Like, I better feel something, right? Better than just some Bitcoin coffee, right? So, anyways, all of a sudden, this brain fog that I had, this depression that I had, this this lethargy, just this everything that I had, these body pains, I honestly, went away. Okay, is what happened about 2 weeks ago. And this, you hear, I had Alka come down to Dominican Republic for me, and she got all her stem cells taken care of while we're down there, guys. You know, and her son had it done too. I really think that this is going to be something really big. And so I want to talk about where I'm going with this in the business. Now, let's get down to business. Okay, so this is what I'm doing. I want people to become aware of the stem cell sciences out there, and I am starting my own stem cell clinic with some doctors here in this. We're going to at least have one clinic. We may have one over in Colorado at the same time here. It's our intention to go ahead and have a stem cell clinic that you can go and have a game plan made, whether it's just for a facial thing done real quick, okay, or if it's for a quick little sexual tune-up, male or female. Again, there'll be another video come on that later on, but the stem cells is something that all you guys will be using in the future. Like, just like using blockchain, you'll look dumb if you're not using blockchain. You'll be looking dumb if you haven't taken the right precautions instead of falling into pharmacy land world. You go the natural route. You have your own medicine to go ahead and put into yourself. Okay. So again, my mental clarity and all this stuff has started coming back, guys. Like so big. I think you guys can see it in the business deals that I'm structuring right now, the projects that I'm part of, the people that I'm working with, how successful my teams have been, how successful we have gone. Just how wonderful of a parent. I'm gonna give myself props. Like, my kids are flipping. They fucking love me. You know, we have so much fun together. And it's allowed me, through feeling better with the stem cells, actually to be a better dad. So no, better mom and dad. I laugh at myself more, okay? Like, I just feel happier from the stem cells. So, you guys, I'm going to say this, that I think with how the old world was set up, and all of us have been segregated and beaten up and broken down. Let's put it this way. It ain't been all peaches and cream. There's been a lot of people getting rattled in the industry, people doing things that they never would, basically selling their souls to put money on the table. They've lost morals. It's drained them. They just get me through the next day, right? The thing about it is, guys, is these stem cells, I really truly believe, are going to help you with this transition as we move into this new economy where we're basically able to breathe life back into you through these stem cell sciences, okay? And I want to share that all with you guys. But at our stem cell clinic, what we're going to be doing is we're going to have a strategic relationship with Dr. Amen Clinic. So when we are going to document all the brain scans for the people that come in with the Alzheimer's, the dementias, the frontal temporal lobe dementias, where they say there is no cure, there's no hope at all. And we're going to document. We're not saying that it cures anything or anything like that. We're just going to have brain scans of when people come in with these issues, the autisms and everything like that. And then a year later, what has transpired in that time frame. And it's on brain scans. And it's done by Amen Clinic, who has the biggest brain scan facility in the world. So that's our hope, is to create an anti-aging clinic. We do have... I was with a guy that works for CNN. I mean, he's on contract with CNN this last week when I was in Colorado. His friends are Dr. Sanjay Gupta. Imagine having, I want to create an anti-aging facility that has, we teach people about sensory deprivation. We actually have pods. This is a very modern, we give you guys a visual of the place right now. It's more like, very modern. If you saw the hemp business I was in the other day, how it's set up kind of like an Apple store, like really futuristic. That's the feel we want. We want something you go, you get supercharged, you learn about the CBD oils, and maybe Dr. Sanjay Gupta, if he likes what he sees here, imagine Sanjay Gupta's CBD line coming through this chain. Just throwing out there, Sanjay, I'm throwing out the business. It's so easy to throw a business model together, right? Just on a Facebook Live. Okay, but I already have this exposure in the ability, and we're going to have a lot of testimonials out there about what you guys have experienced with this, and it's going to be a no-brainer. So, anyways, guys, that was amazing. Bittrex just messaged me, and I'm having lunch with them tomorrow. Okay, you guys, very big things are happening, and everything I'm doing, you guys, it's not about, for me, it's not, I want to be completely cutting edge with this and really, get the message out there about stem cells and actually be the world's first clinic that's accepting Bitcoin at the same time. So definitely know that that's the intention right there, right? Okay, and just know that, I want to find a way that if we refer a few people, you get your stem cells banked for free. I think that'd be really cool. I want to do some really cool things for you all out there. And I want you guys' suggestions. So leave it below. I'm going to go ahead and put this up, but I had to get a video out there about where I'm at in stem cells right now, guys. I am 100% a firm believer. You will see me post stuff about stem cells. I want to position myself as the biggest guru, basically, out there with this, and the teams of people that really want to run with this opportunity as well. So stay tuned. But I do want to document the changes that have never been seen before in medicine, based off of these things, these new treatments out there as the stem cell in the stem cell world. All right, guys, have a good one. Thank you for listening, and more videos to come. I'm really going to start making a lot of videos, so subscribe below. Late.